Greetings, one and all, to the most cursed, most cringiest corner of the internet. A YouTube channel content creator actively alienating everyone in both the analog and digital world. Well, welcome and good evening, wonderful dice of all alignments. I am Lunar D8, and this is Let's Play Nerve, Part 16. Hope he has chance and work just fine. Let's hop into this, shall we? I haven't played this in a while. I've beaten this game before. The soundtrack to this game is really kick-ass. There's even some unused tracks here you have to look up on YouTube. I will say this to both the developers of Nerve, as well as the developers of Thumper. Make a sequel! That being said, I have not played this game in a very long time. So, here's stuff that's going on. But yeah, to the makers of Nerve and of Thumper, make a sequel. I'll start this game from the start. Don't expect good gameplay. I was never good at this to begin with, and I haven't played it in forever. Nerve is a game about going fast. You want to see my true initial reactions to this game? Watch Part 1. Reacting fast, dying fast, restarting fast. When you die in Nerve, you will restart at the start of the current zone you are playing in. Death has no other penalty. This is a good game, this and Thumper. But like I said, and granted, this is directed toward the makers of Thumper as well, but mainly to the developers of this game, Nerve. Make a sequel! This is a good game. I was terrible at it, but it's still good. I want to see what you guys can do with all the extra, experience you have. Imagine the next game, who knows what you guys can do. Memorize your path and the traps on it as you move through a zone to help you make it to the end of the zone. Overcome all of the zones to defeat the world. Okay, right trigger, I move forward. Also, Norton had a... remind me later. Nerve, come back! Okay. Left, moving. Left trigger is brake. Right trigger... That's another thing. Like, at least in Thumper, there was no speeding up and slowing down. You were just constant moving speed. That was like the only thing I really disliked about this game is that is Nerve even beatable moving at maximum speed? It's like it feels like they force you to not only not speed up but also to slow down. It's like I want to move at maximum speed, and yet I feel like I'm punished for that. But like I said, there's there's ways in which I thought Thumper could go even further beyond, or add stuff to it. There's the whole rest of the, controller to work with. Heck, one thing I'd like to see is granted I'm terrible at rhythm games, but I'd like to see a rhythm game that kind of functions like Final Fantasy IX. The start of that game at that theater thing when Zidane has a sword fight. That thing where you're given... It's a PlayStation controller instead of this Xbox one, but the main thing is this. You have the options of the 4 D-pad options and the 4 main buttons. So you can go square, triangle, circle, X, or up, down, left, right. And granted, I'd like to see different combinations of that in different games. To where, I would like a main version, though, to just be... Because I've seen, rhythm games that use just, left and right on the D-pad and the X and circle on the other part, but they ignore the rest of the buttons. I'd like a rhythm game that uses all 4 parts of the D-pad as well as all 4 parts of... Then, of course, you can add in extra things like the trigger buttons, the sticks. I think, what was it? Ape Escape was one of the very first games to make full use of the analog sticks in the PlayStation. But, and like I said, There should be varying ways to increase or decrease that, but I was like, I don't know, I kind of like the idea of the way the sword fight was in Final Fantasy IX with Zidane. I thought that was pretty cool. And granted, there's ways to probably do that better, but yeah. So, like, makers of NERV, I'm sure you guys have heard of Thumper. Also, would suggest, you know, watching the sword fight from Final Fantasy IX, that kind of quick time event sort of game, as well as Brave Fencer Musashi, the whole game, but particularly in Chapter 5, there's an underground minecart segment. That, I think, is very prevalent and related to both this game and to Thumper. So yeah, please make sequels. Heck, maybe you guys could work together. Then again, maybe you guys hate each other. I don't know. I'm just saying, I enjoyed both games, even though I'm terrible at them. I did beat both, but I yelled at the whole time. Thanks, Super Me Boy. Play Super Me Boy. I beat the game, even caught an alley. I cussed so much. So, please make a sequel. Okay. There's also a first-person mode to this, but maybe in the future. So it's like second playthrough, I'm just doing this. In the future, I might do a third playthrough on first-person mode, if I ever do. Progress and score. When you cross through the gateway at the end of a zone, you enter a new zone, and your progress is automatically saved in the campaign. Do not close the game while the save icon can be seen in the bottom right corner. The time it took to complete the zone is also saved and added to the total time to complete the world. In NERV, you are ranked on how quickly you complete each zone and world overall. Don't be afraid to boost, and don't be afraid to die. Whee! Pickups. Thrust orbs! Thrust orbs will accelerate you beyond your normal speed. You will accelerate with each orb you pick up. Use the brake to slow down if you are going too fast. But I want to go maximum fast. Thrust storms are like thrust orbs, but they cannot be avoided. Use the brake to slow down if you are going too fast. What? I'm confused. I was reading. Oh, they're... okay. Gotcha. I understand now. We press the B button to surge. Wasn't that an energy drink at one point? Use surge to destroy traps that have glowing cracks along them, like the ones ahead. Okay, I think I remember this. Surge has a small recharge time and short range. Okay. What the? Ah, that's not a thing. Oh fuck! Oh my god! Ah! Okay. Fuck you. It's like... everyone's like, you hit that same thing each time. Like, I'm sorry, I have shitty reflexes. It's like, it's not even reflexes, you know what's coming. I want to make a sexual joke, but I'm too... Oh my! Oh, that was... You fucking faked me out! That hardly feels fair, sir. We didn't move enough. I know that. I saw as we exploded. I feel like we can't really blink. Yeah, I kind of... Okay. Ah! You're gonna have to start slowing down. But I want to go maximum speed. I don't want to take my finger off the speed up button. I want to go as fast as possible. This makes me dizzy. Are you? How? You're like, oh, you're saying, how would you expect that? You've already played the game. I don't remember. Everyone's like, now you're going so slow. That's what I'm saying. I should be able to... See, how would I have seen that coming? Do you react to me at my speed? So it's It did say you had to memorize things. Well, it's one thing to say I have to react. It's another thing to say I have to memorize a trap that I can't possibly see coming. This isn't fucking I want to be the guy. You should be able to... If you have enough skill, you should be able to beat it on the first try. You're trying to say you have enough skill? Okay, good point. Everyone's like, you're going so slow. And I'm like, you're not slow. Fuck you! Ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. You still sure you want a fucking sequel? Dicks. I pushed the button. It's just I want to move at maximum speed. That's the main thing. Developers are nerd. I want the game to be beatable at maximum speed. I don't want it to be, oh, you have to... Like, here's the thing. I was moving as far left as I could. Like, I was holding as much left as I could. Like, I was holding to the left as hard as I possibly could. And granted, well, you're holding down the accelerating button and not touching the brake button. I'm saying this. I should be able to play it at maximum speed and be able to beat it. Yes, I understand. I kind of don't really have the necessary skill to do that either. But I'm saying it's not even an issue of skill. It's an issue of, okay, I'm at a turn spot. I'm holding to the left as hard as I possibly can. And what's happening? Oh, right. The little orb dude is not moving far enough over. It doesn't matter at that point what kind of skill level I am. Doesn't matter how much I fucking suck at the fucking game. It's the fact that if I need to go to the left and I'm already holding all the way left as much as I can left and it's not enough, then it's not an issue of skill then. It's an issue of, hey, no matter how skillful you are, at certain speeds, your character will not be able to move, And people are like, well, that's how physics works. I don't play this game to obey physics. It's not. Video games is, kind of escape from reality. But in this situation, the reality I'm trying to escape is physics. Unless it's jiggle physics. I love jiggle physics. Boobies. I love boobs. Also, this is disorienting. Everyone's like, that's the point of the game. I'm like, I'm just saying, I should be able to play this at maximum speed. So I'm just saying, developers of games, if you make a sequel, there should not be a break button. The game should be designed like there is no, push this button to go faster. I should be moving at maximum speed at all times. I should never have to slow down, ever. I want to move at maximum speed at all times. The game should be designed to be beaten while moving at maximum speed. There is no speed up button because there is no speed faster than your already state of existence. It's like, what's your speed? Charlie Sheen. Everyone's like, no one gets that reference. He did a thing where like people said, oh, what speed? He's like, my speed is go. Just saying, there shouldn't be a speed up button because I should already be moving at maximum speed at all times. Like, here's our default speed. Here's me slowing down. Alright, there was a focus button on there. We don't have that yet. We have to unlock it because we're not special. Maximum! Everyone's like, well, maybe if you did like Ultra Instinct bullshit. We're like, what do you mean, hidden reflexes? No, the idea of you're moving minimally. To where you're not doing over-exaggerated movements, you're just moving the absolute minimum to achieve the desired result. And I'm like, that's not fun! And then is here the thing, if I get used to like, oh, here's the maximum speed where we go fast. And of course there's multiple maximum speeds. There's the speed of me holding down the trigger that accelerates me, but then there's the things that also accelerate me, those little... Oh, what the fuck?! At least it seems we got a checkpoint, did we? I don't think we did. We're probably right... I can't... I'm just saying this. Like, here's my normal speed, here's me slowing down, still fucking, here's me holding the right trigger. Of course, if I hit the little speed up orbs, I can go even faster. It's just, this is the normal speed you're meant to play as. I can do this. But it's going to be boring if I do this. But it's like, everyone's like, well... I'm just saying is this. There's a speed up, there's the full right trigger, there's full left trigger. There's also a focus button later. That's a whole other thing. I shouldn't have to rely on a focus button. I mean, it's cool. It's neat for this. Alright, there are boss fights. Okay. I'm just saying, yes, it's cool. Tribulus. I'm just saying, it's cool. Gatekeepers. Each world is protected by a gatekeeper. But defeat the gatekeeper to cleanse the world. A gatekeeper's eyes are its weak points, and destroy all its eyes to defeat it. And like I said, this game has music tracks that are part of the soundtrack that aren't even included in the game. You have to like look it up on YouTube. Movement, attack, speed, correct your speed. Break to make the gatekeeper easier during challenging attacks. Boost to finish the battle quicker and get the best time. And like I said, this is our maximum speed. This is our slowest speed. So how do I... Oh, right, the B button. I'm just saying this. Yes, it's cool that we have these little things where, okay, I can brake, I can boost. There's little orb things that are like super powered pellets like Pac-Man has that make me go even faster. And there's also a fuck you button. There's a focus at some point that also allows me to slow-mo. But I shouldn't have to rely on a boost, speed up orbs, a fucking brake button, and a fucking Fear game, original Fear from like 2005 or something, slow-mos. I mean, it's cool, it's its own little style for the game, and it definitely makes a different gameplay style. I understand that, and it's cool, and it's nice, and it's a good game in its own right. I'm just saying, on your sequel, draw inspiration from Brave Fencer Musashi Chapter 5, but please watch a Let's Play of the whole game. I'd make a Let's Play myself if the game were on Steam. But I'm saying, please, developers of this game, make a fuck you. Fuck off! Okay, it has a low refractory period. Good to know. I made a sexual joke. Okay, I'm getting bored of this. Let's go faster. Well... yeah, I'm trying not to do that. I'm just saying, developer of the game, if you could, I'm fucked. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that game. Thank you for making it fun! Is it dead? It's dead. Everyone's like, we want to see you play the other worlds. I already played the other worlds in the past. There's a focus button, and there's 8 other worlds. I also suggest looking up their soundtrack online, because there's tracks that they don't even, like, across the entire game between all the levels, which each of them has a really banger-ass fucking background music. I'll tell you this, there's songs that are part of their soundtrack that are... oh, wow, cool. That is unexpected. I got an achievement. It's like, wow, you did better on your return to this. That's cool, but I'm just saying... I don't know if I'll play any more of that, but just getting the positive reinforcement. Hey, you did good! I'm like, it kind of makes me want to keep playing. I do not have a praise kink. I just... one, I do like it, but it's more along the lines of I like compliments or any sort of positive feedback. But I'm just saying, the music for this game is pretty fucking kick-ass. And there's tracks. Oh yeah, there's jumping over shit too. But I think my first time playing this, I struggled to figure out how to make that shit work. Something to do with timing or something. But yeah, developers of the game. 1, I want to see a sequel. 2, granted it'd be cool to have an additional soundtrack, but I want... honestly, I suggest everybody out there to listen to the actual soundtrack to this game, including this, songs that are not even included in the main levels. Like, there's multiple bonus tracks that are like they're full-on banger songs that are actually a bit more kick-ass than the music actually used in the game even. And they're just not here. So you have to actually look it up on YouTube to listen to it. But main point is this. Developers of this game, make a sequel. But yes, I do want things to where, like, press A to vote and B to, like, destroy certain things. But I don't want a speed up or a slow down or a focus or orbs that speed you up. It's cool. It's interesting for this game. It's its own style. That's cool. That is what this game is. I'm just saying this. I don't want collectibles that I'm picking up, particularly ones that affect my speed or things that are power-ups. Like, I don't want to have to, like, oh, I need to get this extra shield thing to take and hit that's unavoidable damage, or I have to do this or that. Like, I don't want any pickups. Like, I want it to be, like, also pretty cool psychedelic shit like this, but different. It's like the developer's like, you're asking a lot. Like, I know. I'm just saying, make a sequel. But one, I don't want any pickups. I don't want, like, any extra powers you have to, like, pick up or do or any special stuff like that. I want the game to be designed based on a singular speed. And I want that speed to be fast. So I want the game to be fast. But I don't want there to be any speeding up. I don't want there to be any slowing down. I don't want there to be pickups. And I don't want there to be, I don't want there to be focus. I don't want there to be a slowdown. I don't want there to be brakes. I don't want there to be accelerations. I don't want there to be boosts. And if there are any boosts, I want them to be unavoidable boosts. And if there's any sort of braking, I want that to be unavoidable as well. I don't want it to be a sort of thing, you're like, oh, you're asking to take away control from the player. At least when it comes to speed, yes. I want the game to be a uniform speed experience for anybody who plays it. So that there's a game, it's not like, well, this person slowed down to play it easier like I did for like several of the missions. Granted, there should be an easy mode, mind you, so that if you do struggle at the normal difficulty of the game, so that's the thing, you can have different difficulties based on speed. But like everyone should be intended to play a normal difficulty. But if you find that too difficult, there's an easier one where it's just slower. And there's a hard one. There's also a special easy and a special hard. What that would be is where you add an additional modifier if you want to change the speed. So if you want to make it slower than easy or faster than hard, you can. I don't know, there's different ways you can probably do this. And of course, you have some experimental stuff in this too. There's a first-person mode in this game. So there's that. And there's, of course, different toggles, boost multiplier options where these little boosts we pick up, we can change how fast it multiplies the person. So that's cool. I'm just saying the base game should be able to be beaten at a certain speed, to where it's not like you have to slow down. But even then, you mentioned even those options that, hey, stuff first person or those boost multipliers, that's experimental, and you're not even sure if it's really, how functionally it would work technically or how human skill would adapt to it. I'm just saying I want a game where I'm just moving at constant speed. I don't need to brake or slow down or collect items or use a slow-mo button. I don't want a brake or an acceleration button. I want to be moving one speed at all times. I don't want any collectibles to have to pick up, and I don't want a slow-mo button. Now, don't be wrong, I enjoy the slow-mo button in games like Fear or even Trepang, to where I can have a fucking shotgun and use slow-mo while shooting. That's actually a lot of fun. I enjoy that. That's cool. And, of course, there's ways in which that can be used in this game, too. That could be a lot of fun as well. But I just don't want to do that with this style game. And like I said, developers of this game, of course, like I'm sure you're already familiar with Thumper, which is definitely a very interesting game. Other games were of interest, like DJ Max Respect. The sword fight scene at the very beginning of Final Fantasy IX, and the Minecraft scene, the minecart scene in Chapter 5, right before the final boss in Chapter 5. I still want a Brave Fencer Musashi 3, and I still want a Mega Man Legends 3, but that's a whole different companies. But yeah, I'll go and end the video. Hope everyone had a good day. Bye.